So do me a favor. Tell me, what is the definition of insanity? The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different conclusion, right?
Family wants answers tonight after someone shot and killed their loved one at a Union City gas station. Good evening and thanks so much for watching. I'm Christine Spiro. Larry Potts' girlfriend was in the car with him and watched the shooting in horror. Fox 5's Anjali Proctor joins us from the Union City Police Department, where detectives, Anjali, are searching for a killer.
That's right. Good afternoon. Larry Potts actually grew up in a very big family. He is one of 12 children, and as you can imagine, his brothers and sisters are heartbroken. They are also on their way here to the Union City Police Department to get answers.
Oh, Larry, he was outgoing, funny, very funny and goofy. Like, he loved to crack jokes. He was very ambitious. He was always trying to make everybody happy.
Larry Potts had most of his life ahead of him. The 19-year-old was the youngest baby boy of 12 children and always looked out for his mother. His sister Kaya says this is a huge loss.
He always had fun and enjoyed life. He was very popular, like, very popular. He was known for being a silly, goofy kid, loving, always kept loving. He loved to be dogs.
19 years old. You're watching this for the first time. If you are watching this for the first time, so am I. I'm watching this for the first time with you. And 19 years old. He doesn't look like he was in a lot of trouble or anything like that. So I wonder if we have a motive on this video. But we have a very familiar cast, a very familiar outcome. And we have to ask ourselves, especially as African Americans, why does this happen all the time, over and over again? I know there's a lot of talk about white supremacy, and we gotta get Trump, we gotta, stop the Republicans, vote as if your life depended on it. That's what they always tell us, right? Put up the black fist because we gotta save our communities. We gotta vote in those Democrats so that we could, we can survive out here. Why is this young man, 19 years old, one of 12? What a family. My God, his parents was being fruitful and multiplying, baby. One of 12. That is a tragedy. That is another tragedy. We have a lot of tragedies in our communities. Black on black. You don't hear that a lot. You don't hear that word a lot. We used to hear that word a lot when I was growing up. Black on black crime. But now we just hear, oh, you gotta stop the violence. You gotta put down the guns. It's gun violence. Oh, it's white supremacy. Am I the only one that's mad and upset that this young man is dead? And he's just one of many? Am I the only one that's upset that you got, toddlers and babies and, 6-year-old, kids and 9-year-old kids getting shot on the playground? That baby was just in their bedroom sleeping. They got shot, killed by a stray bullet. Am I the only one upset about that? No, there's a lot of people upset about it. But why does it keep on happening for? Because there's not enough people who are upset about it. That's why.
Union City Police tell Fox 5 someone shot and killed Potts at the QT of Jonesboro Road, March 25th. Potts' girlfriend was in the car and tells police a man in a white Kia kept following them. The woman says they pulled over at the QT because it was well lit. A police report indicates Potts was walking towards the entrance of the QT when he was approached by the man in the white Kia. The two had words, then the suspect opened fire. Potts returned fire, but the suspect got away. Now the family wants to know what happened.
Yeah, that's why we want to get answers. That's why we want to
them to arrive. Family members also tell me that they are going to have a candlelight vigil for Larry this evening at a park in Austell.
So we have another black man dead, another young black man dead. And I'm like, wow. So it sounds like it was targeted. That person knew him. That person had a beef with him, and they were going to settle that beef. Sounds like he had a gun on him as well. So why is a 19-year-old kid carrying a gun for? So, of course, there's a lot of information that we do not have right now. But, wow. 19-year-old white children, 19-year-old Asian children, they aren't carrying guns. Okay? So, what kind of environment are these 19-year-old white children in, and Asian children, and Indian children, and, pretty much Latino children? The Latinos, they have their gang problems and stuff like that, of course, almost just as much as the black children do, unfortunately. But you have a lot more of them that are more productive and into, they're working and taking care of their families and getting married and things of that nature, But in the black community, we have it the worst. That's what I'm trying to say. We have it the worst. And why is that? Why is it that our 19-year-old children, they have to carry a gun? And the answer is that it is the culture. You didn't know that it was the 50th anniversary of hip-hop? Yeah, it's the 50th anniversary of hip-hop. Did you hear about what happened to BTB Savage? Well, he's one of the rappers who died on the 50th anniversary of hip-hop. This year, 2023, they're celebrating the 50th anniversary of hip-hop. And all of the things that hip-hop have given us. Well, we have to add the culture in black America as a part of that. We have to take stock of what we have done in our cultures and how we have, not dependent on God, and how we have, strayed away from the church, and how we have not taken responsibility for our families as fathers and as mothers and as, grandparents and all this stuff, how we allow liberalism to destroy our cities. Oh, I just got to keep on voting for me a Democrat because we can't trust those Republicans. That's what my grandmother used to say, right? But she lived to be 93 years old. Okay, she was born. She died in let me see here. Let me see. My grandmother died in 2009 or 10. 2009, I do believe. So she was 93 years old. She was, let me see, if she would have lived to 100, it would have been 2000, and she would have lived 7 more years. So she was born in like 1916, my friend. So she grew up in Jim Crow. She grew up in, a very racist time in American history. So, and unfortunately, black people came out of Jim Crow not trusting Republicans, and they trusted Democrats more. Okay. So I'm not gonna be angry at my grandmother for that, because and older people for that. Oh yeah, we gotta vote for we gotta vote for those Democrats. Older people, I'm gonna give them a pass. But the fact that the black community is so into Democrats, why? Why would you be into Democrats for? What have they done for you? What have they done for you lately? I'm not even going to go historically, because they were the party of slavery, and they were the party of Jim Crow. But I'm not going, but why are people in Chicago still voting for Democrats for? Why? Why? It's happening over and over again. Let's watch the next video.
Okay,
It's simply every parent's nightmare. A young woman shot to death in Atlanta. I'm Alan Gatler. Thanks for joining us.
And I'm Tracy Hutchins. Well, Cameron Olivia Price, she was shot and killed Tuesday morning. Here's a picture of her. The 21-year-old was on vacation visiting from South Carolina. Running his first Amanda Rose was exclusively with her family. They were still grieving this unthinkable loss.
What in the world is going on here? What in the world? What in the world?
She deserves to die. No one deserves to die like this.
parents Creighton and Jesse Price can't stop seeing their little girl.
Seeing your daughter laying in the hospital bed with her hands hanging out over her head. But that is all it is for.
Police say Cameron Olivia Price was the passenger inside a car when she was shot in southwest Atlanta early Tuesday.
If you could see my face on these two stories, y'all. Many nights I've watched these videos before I go to bed, or sometimes in the daytime, at whatever time. I watch these videos because I want to stay abased. I want to stay, I watch a lot of politics and things, a lot of sports and stuff like that, but I watch these stories so that I can stay abased, so I can stay alive, so I can keep my blood flowing through my veins. Because I want to feel what other people are feeling. I want to know what's going on out here so I can understand the times that we're living in. And people are so cold, I just gotta get that person. I gotta blow my gun off. I gotta get some get back. Sorry about that. I just hit my desk here. I gotta get some get back, man. I gotta let people know what's going on. What's going down. And I don't care who is the. I don't care who is the. I can't think of the word I'm looking for. But I don't care who is the side. The how you have a main course. They were trying to get the main course, but she was a side meal. She was the side on that meal. The collateral damage. Thank you, Jesus. I don't care who the collateral damage is. I don't care if it's children. I don't care if it's an old lady. I don't care if it's an old man. I don't care if it's just an innocent bystander. I don't care if it's a kid. I gotta shoot this gun and get the person that I want to get. I gotta do it. And this young lady, 21 years old, was with the wrong person at the wrong time. And she had no idea it was going to cost her life. And our young people have to understand how dangerous this world is. What you see on TikTok and what you see on Facebook and what you see on Instagram and the music that you're listening to and the people that you're hanging around, they will get you out of here. You will be out of here if you're just in the wrong place at the wrong time with the wrong people.
Tuesday morning, Price died at the hospital. Her parents tell us the 21-year-old, who was a hairstylist from Chester, South Carolina, was in Atlanta visiting friends and a romantic partner who was driving the car at the time of the shooting. The two were leaving the strip club Magic City when shots were fired on Pryor Street.
They stopped and they noticed the car pulled up so close on the side, which was on Cameron's side, the passenger side, and they just started shooting.
Police say the driver was injured by flying glass and shrapnel, but he wasn't shot. He drove off with Price, ending up on I-75 North by the Memorial Drive exit.
Everybody knows him. Everybody. I'm talking about everybody. I know it wasn't her that they were after.
Now her parents can't rest until they get answered.
Beautiful young lady. My God, I'm fighting by tears right now. Beautiful young lady. Had the world in front of her. Reminds me of Shanquella Robinson. She looks like her a little bit. Both of them are hairdressers. I think that's a beautiful thing. Wonderful thing for women to be involved with. I just love the art and the love and care that goes into a woman who, does hair and makeup and things of that nature. It's just an awesome thing. Businesswomen, that's what they usually are. They're usually businesswomen, got their own little business going on, also with the work of their hands. They're in the people business, It's a beautiful thing, and man, she's not here anymore because it sounds like she dated the wrong person. She was involved with the wrong person. I'm sorry, but if I'm talking to my daughter, you don't want to be out with a guy who wants to take you to a strip club for a date. It's the wrong place to be in Atlanta. My God. First of all, if you're in Atlanta visiting anyone, you better be in the right places at the right time with the right people. It's not a place to play games. It's not a place to take, I'm going to take a trip to Atlanta and play games. It's not a good idea. I'm going to go to the strip club. That's a really, really bad idea, because you know who's at strip clubs? It's other people who are involved in other bad things. And what we have to learn in this day and age is that people are there's not a lot of room for mistakes. There's not a lot of room for mistakes. You can go back to the 80s when HIV came, right? You had the sexual revolution in the 60s. Oh yeah, let's be free. Let's be free. Everybody was so uptight. Let's be free, right? Find yourself. Then the 70s came and nothing happened, right? Then the 80s came and then HIV hit, right? Oh yeah, HIV hit. And it's still with us today. And so we saw that people were getting their get back really quickly because people began to believe, I'm not saying that God did it, but God allowed it. People began to believe that they could do anything that they want and that there was no consequences for it until HIV hit. And then people got used to HIV. Oh yeah, we got used to it now. Now with the violence, people used to be like, man, the violence is bad, A lot of people are dying and stuff like that, And, we used to have walks and stuff in the communities, peaceful walks, for peace and things of that nature, and we was talking about black on black crime, things of that nature, And now people are just used to it. They're just used to all the death and destruction, and they think that it's normal. And they'll forget about this young lady right here. I'm sorry to say. They'll forget about the young man that we just saw who died, because there's been a lot of these young ladies and a lot of those young men that we have seen so sadly, I must say to myself, because I don't know, I might lose a little piece of myself a lot of times when I'm watching these videos, my friends, because I really hurt when I hear these things happen. But it's important that we pay attention to these stories, and we have to be better at destroying the culture that is feeding this monster. There's a demonic culture, godless culture that is feeding this monster. And again, it's hip-hop's 50th anniversary. Oh, you didn't like G. Craig Lewis. Oh, well, we don't like G. Craig Lewis. He's talking about the rappers. He's talking about Wu-Tang Clan. He's talking about, all this kind of stuff. Oh, yeah, he just, But he was warning us about hip-hop culture. He was warning us about how the devil was using the music. And You can't play country music at Magic City. Of course, they have their strip clubs and stuff too, right? But yeah, we're not playing country music at Magic City, okay? No. Do you know what the gangsters and stuff are listening to when they do their drive-bys and stuff like that? They aren't listening to Billy Ray Cyrus. Okay? They're listening to hip hop music. They aren't listening to jazz or classical music. No. They're not listening to Keith Sweat. No. They're listening to some hit 'em up music. And it's very, very sad. The day that we're living in these days, and our children, our young people need to understand that what they see on social media, what they see on the music videos, what they see that is being glorified in the culture. Oh yeah, look at Rihanna, she's shaking that, she's just shaking that. Yeah, she doing whatever she wants to on that Super Bowl stage. Look at that. Oh yeah, we like that. All that stuff is fake. Is they made that just to make money off of you. They want to corrupt you. They want to, my God, they want to have control of you. And that's why they made that. That's why they want to make Rihanna the biggest star ever. That's why they want to make Nicki M, they want to make her the biggest star ever. That's why they want to make Cardi B and 50 Cent. Oh yeah, 50 Cent, we got a vitamin water deal for you, my friend. Man, you done so much work, degrading the community, man. We got we're gonna get you in on this vitamin water, get you some more money so you can get some more cred. Because we know that that's what you guys like, right? You like that money. And the love of money is the root of all evil, and it is destroying our communities. The crud music, the drug dealing, and all this kind of stuff. And it doesn't have to be this way. Why does it have to be this way? We live in America, the most prosperous nation in the world. And you think you gotta pick up a gun and shoot somebody for what? You have nothing better to do in America. Now you know that that is a trap of the devil. You gotta kill somebody, you gotta shoot somebody, and you shot the wrong person. You shot this innocent woman and this piece of work. 'Cause I don't know everything that happened, but let's just say piece of work is still living. He's still living. And they were trying to shoot him. Oh, that's tough. That's tough. Well, we have to be careful. We have to be careful in this world, because we are living in a danger zone, and we need God to help us to make the right decisions, because the definition of insanity are doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. And that thing that you have to do different is you have to stop putting yourself first. You have to stop, listening to the devil, listening to Satan, and turn around, repent, and listen to God. Be blessed.